Hello, everyone. It is Felicia Bender, the practical numerologist, and this is your numerology forecast for the three personal year for February 2023. If you're unsure of your personal year, want to know more about that, just want to know if you're in the right place at the right time, take a look at the calculator and the calculation in the description box. Otherwise, I'm just going to jump right on in to your three personal year forecast for February. It is a five. It is a number five personal month for you. So the reflection for you for February is that this is the month to define and to explore the ways that you want to express your personal freedom. So freedom in some way is going to kind of be your theme for the month. The energy of February is supported by the number five. The five in numerology is all about freedom. It's all about sensuousness, the experience, adventure, all of those things. And yet, at the end of the day, it really is all about the constructive use of freedom, kind of freedom through self discipline is how you can think about the number five. So this ultimately, though, in your three personal year, it is the month to kind of play it like a rock star, get out there, shake it up. If there was any ever a month in your three personal year to really get out there and enjoy life and shake the trees in terms of your creative juice, whatever is happening there for you, this is the month to do it. So time spent with friends, with other significant partnerships is really favored for you in February. This is a great time to engage with good friends, also some new ones, fostering that as you go along. It's also a time where you're going to crave some really real in-depth communication and connection with people, whether it's new people that you're bringing into your world. You're like, are these people who really are on my level? Are they the ones who I want to be associated with? Or are they just, just time wasters? You know what I mean? So I think this is really a year where you're going to be looking at that pretty intensely through the microscope. And so you're going to be drawn to people who are interested in reciprocating this and with some true emotional engagement, not like just some superficial cocktail talk. You know what I mean? So it's funny because my daughters, they used to sing this song when they were in preschool, and so it's this. I'm going to sing it, but humor me. But I kind of like the tune, but it's make new friends and keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold. Okay, so you can kind of sing that little jingle, the little theme song for you, because this can really play out in February for those of you in your three personal year. New friends, old friends, time with acquaintances, building alliances, and being open to possible collaborations. But make new friends, keep the old, silver, gold. It's that sort of feeling that can really be a rich experience for you this month. So around February 7th or 16th, travel is usually favored. This can show up as a virtual retreat, as an online course, or if you're really lucky, maybe a short adventure close to home, and maybe actual travel. Maybe it's a time where you've been planning a trip. So if so, you've been kind of leaning into that, to the energy, to the numerology that you're experiencing intuitively, and you've already have something planned that's in perfect alignment with the energy of the month for you. You might surprise yourself. You might take a spur of the moment trip overnight or weekend, something like that. But just stir it up a little bit this month. Self improvement and expression is the name of the game this year. And so you get to kind of get prepped for getting supple and agile, Mind, body, and spirit. So recognize that certain situations are really subject to sudden shifts, maybe some unexpected changes of direction this month. That's what the five is always bringing in. The five is the number of change. So be prepared for some, maybe a few little plot twists happening in the month of February for you. You might consider this. Kind of your dipping the toes in the water month, kind of feeling things out, exploring. Think of it more of an exploratory month. So, if possible, plan time with your significant other if you have someone in your life at the moment, particularly around February 19th. Try something new, is what I'm going to say. Don't go to the same old place, do the same familiar things, the same restaurant, the same movie theater, that whatever. Don't do the same thing. Explore that new restaurant. Say yes to something that you might not otherwise say yes to, right? So, stretch your boundaries. Why not try something new? So, the energy of your month is all about the experience. So, this really is your month of saying yes. Just say yes. Just do it, okay? Also, understand that the energies related to both the three and the five, and to break it down again, the three being your entire year, your personal year, and the five being your 4 week point of destination right now in February. What they have in common is this, that both energies potentially offer so many choices, making it kind of difficult to settle into something constructive. It can kind of be like all those bright and shiny objects coming at you at one time. So you could be challenged with feeling maybe a bit more scattered, a bit more distracted than usual right now. Since this is your year all about stepping into yourself emotionally, there can be some emotional highs and lows to maybe contend with also, on top of everything else. But it's all really, really positive when you're again, what you're doing is shaking up and shaking out old patterns, right? So overall, February offers you some grand opportunities to get out there, to have some fun. Sometimes this just isn't going to fall into your lap. You're going to have to make some plans. You're going to have to get out there, do something new, but it's also time to be spontaneous. If you're someone who's not spontaneous, challenge yourself with that. Go, how can I do something? Can I use some spontaneity? Because when the five comes in, there's also maybe the fear factor, also something where that you feel real restricted, don't feel like you have the freedom to do something. So this is the month to really take charge of that and kind of move into being the fearless flyer, right? So Brene Brown, she really makes this beautiful observation, and I'm going to quote you here. I'm going to read her quote, um, because it's a real guidepost for you for this entire three personal year. And I'm going to quote her here. And she says this, she says, people don't understand that joy is the most vulnerable emotion that we experience, far more vulnerable than fear or shame. We're terrified of joy because when we let ourselves feel joy, we're so afraid that we're going to get sucker punched by pain. And so, what we do when something joyful comes along is we dress rehearse that tragedy or we diminish it. And I think people are turning towards cynicism and pessimism because it's safe, to hold on to joy and love and hope in these moments. That is courage. So, that is Brene Brown and her take on the most difficult emotion to kind of hold and to align with is joy. And that is what your year is all about with the three personal year. It's where do you find your joy? How can you land there and bask in it? How can you express it? How can you seek it out? Seek out what you enjoy. Right? So I would kind of keep that quote kind of rolling around for you because it's very significant in terms of what you're working on and working with in your three personal year. So, your three personal year opens you to engage your sense of courageous joy all year long, finding your sense of kind of this quiet comfort in the face, perhaps, of discomfort, embodying your vision of hope in the face of what can sometimes feel hopeless, right? Aligning yourself and who you are unabashedly with that spark that is you, that spark of creation and creativity that is actually you. That's really what you're forging this year. And this month really offers you an ignition to do that. It offers you space and experience in February to explore and cast your net into these infinite possibilities. So that is your forecast for February for the three personal year. And I am wishing you a fantastic month. Enjoy it, get out there, be fearless. And I'll see you back here next month for the March forecast.